I got to tell you, Freak Nation, as Crasher turns her mic off, that the show prep is incredible. It is absolutely one of the most bonker things I've ever had in my life. That we spend so much time with show prep here in the Freak Nation. The only show prep that we did today, sadly, is Richard C. Suave showing us that he's got a whole lot of blow from over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that because I was in the other room. So,
yeah.
Sweet. You won money.
It's Kicking the Balls Monday, Freak Nation.
I did.
Thank you guys for hanging out. And Richard C. Suave back from a bachelor. Is it bachelor and a bachelorette combo?
No, it was a bachelor party.
Right.
So it was me, the future groom, Scotty, and then there were 5 others of us. So there were 7 of us on this trip. And it was a grand old time. So much fun.
You skied, you gambled, you drank, you barely slept.
Yes, some other things too, which I probably shouldn't see on camera. So we'll
come
keep that
on,
forever.
Richie.
Oh, Jesus.
What's so horrific that you would do that would be offensive to any of our sponsors?
I'm probably not gonna say it just in case. I don't want to make anybody mad. So yeah, I will say what it was. I was dabbling 100% legal, not only here in Arizona, but where we were in Tahoe. So
got it. All right.
But yes, in case you're wondering, Crash, there you go.
Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that.
Who
That's
are you,
$500 right there.
He looks
That's
like
right,
Joseph
yeah.
Newgarden.
Were you 6, 8, 9, 7, 11? What were you?
6, 8, 9.
Oh
6, 8,
yeah.
9.
Over and over and over.
What'd you start with?
200.
A boy.
200 on the $25 tables. Kid you not? Won that in about 15 minutes. As soon as the 7 rolled, I was like, I'm up $300. Good night.
Well done.
Happy man. And then after I finished playing, my friends were like, dude, you just won so much money. You got to show us how to play. So I showed them how to play too. And they also won a shit ton of money too. So everybody walked away very happy, I think, this weekend.
Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. This is how you pay it forward. This is awesome. This is great news and an awesome way to start off a motivational Monday.
Yes, and I had no idea how to play craps until about 4 years ago, or so at SEMA. Kenny was like, "Hey, come with me, son. I'll show you how to play."
Right. 6, 8, 9, baby.
So
all day
5 years
long.
later, 4 or 5 years later, it's paying off. So thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, it also helped that I gave you the damn money to learn too, didn't it?
That's true. That's also very true.
Good to see you, Richie. All right. So maybe the casinos need to be kicking the balls with the Kicking the Balls Monday?
Yeah, there's come on. After last night, there's only one ball kicking going on in this entire world. Well, okay, in most of the world. And that is on, well, I would kick Will Smith. No need for aggression. The joke was a joke. It was a joke. He even prefaced it by saying, I love you, Jaden.
Right.
Or Jada. I just said Jaden because our friend's son is Jaden. Oh, okay, sorry. He said, I love you, Jada. You know that. G.I. Jane. Hello. It was a joke. What happens in this world if our comedians cannot tell actual jokes and they have to get up on stage and tell stupid dad stuff all day that isn't really funny? It was a joke, people. It was a joke, Will Smith. Even you laughed. And even your wife was kind of like, not in the mood for it today. But you know what? Yeah, it was funny. I'm over it.
Let's let Richie play the video.
Okay.
So this is from the Japanese telecast, which caught everything. So this is the uncensored version. This particular video does not have the joke what was told. But yes, Crash was correct. It had to do with G.I. Jane and the fact that Jada has alopecia. And so she has trouble actually growing hair. And so this is then what unfolded. Caution, NSFW language here coming up momentarily.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude.
Yes,
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
God.
That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
Such
So
a
we are
great
here.
recovery.
One of my favorite parts of the video is I believe that's Lupita Nyong'o sitting behind Will
Yeah,
in the
right
video,
there.
and you just watch her face the entire time.
Play it again.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay?
Whoa. People were squirming. There was a meme going around with people's reactions to his cursing and slapping around. I don't know if the actual shots were real or not.
What do you mean?
There were pictures of different celebrities with their reactions to what they saw happen. Like that.
Yeah, nice face. Oh! Bottom line, though, again, it's a joke. I really have a problem with this because we, over the years of our daily show in Phoenix, we had so many comedians in with us, and this was a massive issue for them even just a couple of years ago, saying our business is beginning to be neutered. And you pay good money to go see comedians make you crack up. That was a funny joke that he even took the time to preface with, you know I love you, Jada, yet it's turned into this just destruction of the business. Was it right? Was it wrong? I don't think that matters. It's a joke. When are we becoming way too sensitive? And apparently the Academy has met, or a lot of members of the Academy have met already today to discuss actions from Will Smith forcing aggression moving forward. So what a black eye for entertainment and for just society in general. It's a freaking joke. It's a joke. I don't know how many times I can say that.
Well, you got fired up. I didn't get half that fired up, Crash.
It's a joke.
Can you read that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then that takes it another direction.
Can you see it, Richie?
Yes, yeah.
Should I read it just in case for the people who can't read it? Because it is a little, well, it's tough on my eyes, but I'm
Right.
old. I'll read it if you want.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone because it's even hard for me to read right there on
There
the
you go.
screen.
This will help. How about that? Hold on a second.
Okay, yeah.
How about that?
Jada, G.I. Jane, Will Smith. That's hilarious. Jada, no, it's not. Honey, want me to cheat again? Okay, fine. Runs up on stage. Smack. Okay, yeah. Did I do that right? Did I do that right, Jada? Please don't leave me.
We were doing our live show when that happened, and it just took off and took over every bit of social media on the planet.
As it should have. That was a big moment. It's a freaking joke, people. It's a joke.
And then Will Smith's speech when he won Best Actor was even weirder. It was one of the weirdest TV moments you'll ever see in your life, where he was like bawling, crying, and like saying like, "Oh, we're on the love train here. It's all love," and then refusing to apologize to Chris Rock.
Uh-huh. He knows he effed up big.
On national television.
Where I go to is his thought process. Once he left that chair, what was he developing as he was walking up to Chris Rock? Had he already determined that he was going to smack him up? Or was he, did it start out with a chokehold and then dissolved or devolved or evolved into a slap? Man.
Yeah, it's such a good point. I mean, Psychology 101, you have time to process it with every step you take on that stage. You could have pulled yourself back knowing that there's a worldwide audience watching your every move. The joke was prefaced with love. You know I love you, Jada. I'm just so beyond shocked here.
Why is that fire you up so much, Crash?
Because it's a joke.
Yes.
And I will never forget comedian after comedian after comedian telling us off mic that we've got to be careful in this society. When are we not going to be able to tell jokes? When are we not going to be able to do our job? And apparently last night was the beginning of that. Or no, it's already started. It started years ago. But last night should not have gone the way it did.
What's a millennial's take on this?
I actually 100% agree with Crash in this particular case. And it's like if you go through the history of comedy, comedy is comedy, and lines have always been crossed in comedy. That's like the one place where it can be crossed, because a lot of times comedians, and most good ones, use that line to make a point about something else. And that's why that line's there. And that's why we need to feel uncomfortable about it sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know what we learned today? We learned that, yes, Jada does have alopecia. She can't grow hair. And you know what we learned? Now we know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And now we understand Jada's situation. And then we can move on from it and we'll forget about it. So there was no reason for Will Smith to do what he did last night. It was ridiculous. I don't think Chris Rock crossed the line whatsoever. It was a joke, like Crash said. Get over it. That's not the worst joke we've heard.
Oh, God, no.
You know?
Where have you seen society sit on this afternoon, Crash? Suave, I'll give you my take. Just a second.
I think most.
Oh, I thought you were going to break.
No, I've got my own. I've got my own.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought from what I've seen, at least I've seen people on both sides of the situation. So I can't speak for everybody, but there were a couple of people I talked to that were like, "Oh, he crossed the line. He shouldn't have done it." And then you'll see Twitter, which is just a mumbled mess of things. But I feel like most people are going to get over it fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't. It's comedy. Get over it.
Well, I know Crasher's take on it.
Clearly. I think Richie's right, though. We've seen worse jokes, whether worse in the sense of maybe more offensive. I don't mean bad jokes. I just mean maybe more offensive. And we've all laughed our asses off at them, whether it's George Carlin or Eddie Murphy. I mean, come on. Again, we need to be careful. This is a profession, and it's a profession, like Richie said, it's supposed to make us uncomfortable at times because then it makes us think. And that's exactly what happened last night. And again, he prefaced it by saying, I love you, Jada. Come on.
See Joe W's explanation there. There we go. Treble F. Juwan Howard was down with it. Got it. Treble F even thinks the hit was fake. There you go.
Well, I like this response. Not Rock's first time in the ring. He took it like it was nothing. You know what? Okay. Whether or not you agree with whomever in this entire thing, he did really take it like a pro, knowing that there's a worldwide audience on him right then and there. And he took it, and then he reacted and made some more jokes. That's the best night on television. I mean, good for him. It could have gone a whole nother direction if he could have allowed it, but he didn't. So.
Well, that was the nails for me, Crasher. When out of all that, the greatest line was, and the way Chris Rock delivered it was, this is the greatest night in the history of television. And the way he delivered it, that was the pinnacle for me.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you handle it. Many other men and probably women would not have handled it as well as Chris Rock did.
You're right.
It's frankly out of hand, but just the fact that's the moment for me that I thought, that's what I'm going to remember. The greatest night in the history of television. That little side mouth of his and.
Now, here's another thing, though, that I'm very opinionated on is that, okay, so Will Smith next year is supposed to be the presenter for the the Best Actress Award. And there's a lot of talk right now. Oh, they shouldn't allow him. No. I go Kyle Larson on this. Let the man learn his lesson and let him teach the world the lesson. I mean, don't strip him of this just because of I mean, he's got an entire resume of work that should allow him to still be the presenter next year. But he does have to do some serious, I guess, he's got to learn and he's got to help teach the world why it was a wrong thing to do. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'm Rick James.
Woo!
Oh, Joe chiming in again. That's greatness. Richie, you ever heard of the Jones generation?
The Jones generation.
Yep.
No.
I'm about to share it with you now. Hey, Freak Nation, our buds at General Tire want to give you $70 back on a Visa prepaid card. How do you get it? Well, you buy 4 qualifying passenger tires from General Tire, up to $70 back. We're not talking these high performance bad boys you see in the ARCA series. Passenger tires. You follow me? For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. GeneralTire.com. General Tire delivers for whatever you do. And of course, the official tire of the Freak Nation.
Have you heard about Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner? Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner is made of the highest quality components, giving you superior performance and leaving no residue. How do you apply this? You apply Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner liberally to the parts that need to be cleaned. You'll eliminate brake fluid, grease, dust, and dirt components. We know a little bit about that here in the desert, I'd say. And basically what that does is that makes you a happy driver because now your brake noise is gone and your performance has gone up. Boom.
Hey, I'm Kyle Busch. The biggest racing weekend ever at Worldwide Technology Raceway is coming June 3rd through the 5th. The party starts Thursday with the NASCAR Fan Fest and Hauler Parade at Ballpark Village. Cup practice and truck qualifying on Friday, Cup qualifying and the Toyota 200 on Saturday, and it all wraps up on Sunday with the Enjoy Illinois 300. This is the first time in a lifetime to see the NASCAR Cup Series at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Go to worldwidetechnologyraceway.com to get your tickets now. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism.
This is now on the internet.
But getting on the internet takes forever.
Reading War and Peace takes forever. Getting on the net with AT&T WorldNet, fast.
War and Peace, Russian literature, aisle 3.
Yeah, but going online can cost you an arm and a leg.
AT&T WorldNet will not cost an arm and a leg.
Anatomy, aisle 7. I spend all day searching and searching. And
AT&T WorldNet is like having your own personal guide to the internet.
Travel, aisle 1.
Finally, your internet is ready. With AT&T WorldNet, you can email friends or chat and make some new ones. Surf the web. There's even child safety software.
You can email friends. So great. That is from 97. World AT&T, man. So I learned something this past week. Yeah, I know it's a kick in the balls Monday, Freak Nation. I'm kicking myself in the balls for not knowing this because evidently, it's been around a while. I never understood how I didn't feel like I'm the very tail end of the baby boomer generation. I never felt like I was part of the boomer generation because of a number of things. And come to find out, frankly, I'm not, Crash. Did you know that?
You're this Jones thing you're talking about?
Yeah, the baby boomer generation begins after World War II and allegedly rolls into 1964. So I'm at the tail end of it.
Okay.
But if you look at the mentality of the baby boomer generation right now, I am about 180 degrees from it. Not necessarily the love and peace and all of that. I can understand that. The music was fantastic. Folk music was awesome. The meaning, I get it all. But at the same time, it wasn't me. I mean, folk music, peace, love, war, all that wasn't me. I am of the Jones generation. I don't want to spend too long on
You
this.
just discovered this morning?
No, last week.
Last week.
In fact, it's now part of my bio on Twitter.
I gotta go see that.
Yeah.
You changed your bio to be a Jones.
Yeah. Generation Jones, Freak Nation. Crasher, enlarge your screen. So the Generation Jones, it's again that tail end of the boomer generation. And the Generation Jones generation is the 1954 to 1965, where people like yours truly, we had the oil crisis in the early 70s. We had Watergate. We had stagflation. I remember that now. And this is all before, Crasher, your generation, because you're Generation X, right?
I don't know what I am. 72. What's that? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I loved myself some music in the 80s, so whatever that is.
For us, it wasn't peace, love, folk music. It was more like in the description of Generation Jones, they used punk rock as the form of musical pleasure that we enjoyed. I understand. Punk, but heavy metal, hard rock. Those are the things that we enjoyed. The sexual revolution was starting to end as we got older versus, again, peace, love, and let's do it in the front yard. Miami Vice, mobile phones started to come in. Do some research. This is kind of bonkers. If you look at so many of these things were me and are me.
So do we abbreviate this to say that you're GJ, Generation Jones? You're GJ.
Well, the question you need to ask yourself, Crasher, is how did they come up with Jones?
Yeah, right.
It's the term keeping up with the Joneses, the competitive word of Jones. Like, what's your Jones, man? I use that word.
You do. That
I'm
is
jonesing,
so true.
man. I'm
You do.
jonesing. So little did I know that I was part of a generation that I was promoting that I didn't know I was promoting, or I didn't know that I was part of. Barack Obama, he's part of the Jones generation.
We've got Joe saying he's got to look into this because he's in the same position.
Yeah, I know Joe. And look at that. Look at it.
Yeah.
Many came of age in the 70s and 80s. They shared similar pop culture like MTV, Miami Vice.
But see, I liked all of that stuff as well. I mean, gosh, I'll never forget the day that MTV came on the scene, but I guess I'm still 10 years younger than you. I was a part of it, but I was much younger. Like I was middle school then. You were what, college?
In what year?
Well, when did MTV start? 80?
80.
Okay, no, I wasn't quite middle school. I was late elementary school.
So again, I had never heard of such a thing called the Jones generation. Keeping up with the Joneses. We had, all these things that they're bringing up, the stories. Mortgage interest rates increased to 12% in the mid 80s. Listen to that.
Triple F with the comment so far.
Yep.
Jerry Jones? Oh.
Yeah. So there you go, Freak Nation. You've learned something today. Keeping up with the Joneses, the Jones generation, man.
So does that mean since I'm after you, I'm like Smith or Adams?
No, you're X. Hold on, man. Didn't we talk about this?
X.
Generations. What are the generations? Did we talk about this on the Daily Show?
Yeah, we did, and I already.
We did all the time.
Right? Yeah, Crasher, you're Gen X.
Yeah.
I see. I'm on the. Yeah. Oh, here they call it Boomers 2. 1955 to 64. No, I'm sticking with Jones, man. Gen X, 1965 to 1980.
Right.
There's Richie, millennials.
There it is, right there. Yeah.
Yep. And who came up with the quip in regards to our daughters? Like COVID generation?
Oh, what did I say about that?
What was it?
Covennial.
There you go.
Something like that.
And even she's probably out of that, right? What do you think? Kids that were born in what?
No, yeah, I think her generation is yet to be named because however they're going to come out of all this lockdown / racial divide / whatever. Oh, let's hope it's not all political correctness.
Well, according to Richie's graph there, she's Generation Alpha. Man, how boring is that?
That is boring. We will rename. Come on.
Generation Beta. Is that for that?
Oh, maybe she could be Omicron.
Yeah. Come on.
you go. All right. We did solve one thing today. Keep it up with the Joneses.
Yeah, and I think of the three of us, we're
Yeah,
6'9". And we're all kicking Will Smith in the ass.
Yeah.
Nuts. I mean, yeah.
Richie, did you have nightmares? 689, Richie, 689. Did you have nightmares after that trip to Vegas? 689, baby.
No, absolutely not. That was fun. Drilled it into my head, and they won me money 5 years later, so I can't.
And it's so hard for me to play cold dice. It is to sit there and bet against the table, to bet against all these men and women at that table, just to be the ass hat there, laying it down. Oh, you got, $10,000 on the table, then you throw 25 down onto the crap. Sorry, everybody. Always hated that asshole that came up. It just froze the freaking table.
Did you say that came up?
Yeah, like that.
I will say, so we went
Jones
to
generation, man. Jones generation. Telling you.
We were at the Hard Rock Casino. You had two different tables. I won a bunch of money at the one table. My one buddy, the groom, Scotty, I brought him back to that same table that I won at. And he won a bunch of money at that same table. And then our other buddy, Marcus, I was like, okay, I'm not feeling the vibe at this other table we were just at, so don't play this one. And then we went to the other table, and then we won him money there. So I was just like, again, Kenny, you gotta, as you know, I was, and my friends were asking me like, how do you know the table's not right? And I was like, you just know, you just know. It's just
You have rubbed off. Richie is Generation Jones 2.0 right there. Nice. That is so great.
And please tell me you had your smoking jacket and top hat, Richie.
No, I did not. No.
Oh.
You had to pack for a ski trip. You can't pack that.
It's a
top
bachelor
hat.
party crash.
I know, but you can't pack that top hat when you've got a bunch of ski gear. No.
Hey, we went out for a super nice steak dinner beforehand, so I had to look swanky.
Ooh.
Did you at least walk away from the table with a limp? Like a pit daddy. Like a pit daddy, man.
A little bit. With all those chips
Right.
I had in my hand, I was feeling pretty good.
Because I know how you get that little Richie walk.
The happy Richie walk.
You just back off with it.
You look like Will Smith, Night at the Roxbury.
Who?
Well, not Will Smith. Sorry,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, this is a good one. Again, 15 seconds of show prep. Richie showing me his $800. That's it. That's all we needed.
There it is.
How much is there, Richie? Why are you even
That's
showing a 20? Why? That is millennial. Get that 20 out of there.
It's $520 right there.
Bang.
You bury the 20 inside the other 100s, and people will just assume it's another hundy. So yeah, that's actually kind of smart. You won $600.
All right. We'll do it again on Wednesday, Freak Nation.
Hey, real quick.
Yep.
We never had a chance to say anything about Taylor Hawkins. So yeah,
Damn.
rest in peace for sure. I see we've got someone bringing it up right now. Yeah, it's still a shock. It's still an absolute shock. I think, was that Friday night that we heard the news?
It's Friday night.
Yeah.
Was it Friday night?
Going to
Okay,
bed.
Mhm.
Yeah, that absolutely sucked ass hearing that.
Man. You're welcome, Joe. Thanks for tuning in, Broham. Yeah, that was one of those where you go to sleep. I had my buzz on. I had a few vodka. I had a few VTs, so little VTLs.
That's
Tonic with
what the
limes.
GJs do. The Generation Jones GJs drink their VTLs.
I wonder if that is true because I just like initials. I just call people when I text people or I call, what's up, eh? What's up, T? I called this little 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 6 or 7-year-old on Henley's soccer team. What's up, E? He says, my name's not B. I said E for Emma. Oh. Did I text you this morning, Richie? And did I say RF?
Yes.
Yep. What's up, C? Ms. H. Ms. B. How you doing?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, and we'll do it again on Wednesday. Oh, this is human greatness. Kicking the balls, Freak Nation. See you.